where are they?
They're in the walls.
It's an agent!
You can't leave him!
You have to! Come on!
Trinity, let's go!
We gotta move, they're right behind us. Neo, let's go!
Hey everyone, welcome back to Matrix Path of Neo. Here we are in some sewers or something, I think? I don't know. Looks like it. Catacombs of some variety. Anyway, here, this whole section seemingly exists just to teach you how to use demo packs, which you can use to demo things, to blow shit up. And also, I guess, to just give you a little bit of a taste of doing some actual shooting and fighting, not in a simulation. Well, of course, you are in a simulation. It is the Matrix, after all, and I love that 1,000-kick finishing move. I almost wish there was more variety to the finishing moves, purely aesthetically. Like, you know, I don't really know how many button combinations you could realistically get in there, but, you know, just have different ones. I don't know. I never really know which one he's gonna do, because I think it has a lot to do with, like, what you're doing with the control stick while you're pressing it and stuff like that, and so I'm not paying attention to that shit. As you can well imagine, I'm mostly just kind of hitting buttons and seeing what works and what doesn't and going with the flow. Samurai mindset. Anyway, so yeah, this is just kind of, you know, the first level resembling a normal level. We're gonna have a couple of sections like this one where we have some partners with us, which are actually helpful for the most part, at least in my experience playing this game so far, in terms of actually being able to, like, mostly hold their own and even assist you in killing enemies when they're enemies to be killed. And so here's this whole part. I guess it's not this part yet, because we're going to do this here, and then we're going to do the same thing with another pillar in another place right after this. But in a minute, we're going to have an encounter with an agent, and we, like, can't do shit to him for whatever reason. We're just not cool enough yet. And so you kind of just have to, like, shoot at him so that he'll keep having to dodge your bullets. Because if you kung fu him, he's gonna, like, kick you and knock you off of the fucking thing, and you have to do a bunch of bullshit again. It doesn't just start you back at the beginning of the thing. But you just kind of have to wait for them to come back, and you, like, can't do anything. You don't really hurt him, and, you know, you only have so many fucking bullets. You have to do it for, like, 2 minutes. So, that part really, I like how they appeared. That was funny. That part that's coming up that I just described, that really fucked me up when I was playing through this the first time, because I was like, I was trying to actually fight the agent, because I was like, well, they're giving me so much time, they must want me to try to get this guy, but nope, they just want you to wait until they come back, and then they're like, okay, Neo, now the agent will disappear, and the game will continue. Oh yeah, don't stand right near this thing, because they blow it up. Not a great idea. So this is pretty much my strategy right now. This is what I've been trying out this go-round, now that I have some experience with the fighting and shooting in this game. It's pretty much my strategy to get airborne go into focus mode and just shoot whoever you can, get some bullets in them, and then try to hit him with a kick on your way down, or jump again, or whatever, you know, just like, because generally Kung Fu seems to be better at the very least you can disarm some of the guys, and you can get a gun or more ammo or what have you. And here's me being a dumb bitch, just shuffling guns around while I'm getting shot.
Neo, hang on. We'll get to you.
I was hoping to trap you all. No matter. I'll deal with you first.
Trinity! There's an agent in here!
He's not going to last 10 seconds with that agent. Shut up, Tommy.
There's an agent in here! What do I do?
Neo, stay away from him and keep shooting. He can't hurt you if he's busy talking to
See, this is the part I was talking about with this agent. You, like, can't do shit to him, but you just kind of have to dance around and shoot him every once in a while for a couple of minutes. So that's what I'm doing. This isn't a terribly interesting level. I think it is just meant to kind of be a little bit of a, you know, getting you into the swing of things. Again, getting the simulation bits out. The ones where, you know, it's, again, all of it is a simulation, I know, but the parts where it's like a training simulator that, what's-his-face conjures up for you. This is a real deal, man. Although they put agents in that one as well, but I guess they're just like agent-type programs that he writes. I don't know. I wish the PS2 itself could have a little bit of a crisper image sometimes with this game, because I think the graphics themselves are fairly decent for the time, and there are some images that they managed to conjure in this that are pretty cool looking, but sometimes you don't really get the full effect because of all the, you know, kind of crunchiness of the PS2's native res, you know, and, you know, artificially scaled up to 1080 in my YouTube video by my capture card, so it doesn't look its best necessarily, but hopefully it's not, like, bad to look at. I didn't think B-Movie Game looked bad on the PS2, and I didn't think either of the Wii games looked bad either, but who knows. In regard to the simulation element, obviously that's like a whole thing in the Matrix. That's kind of the whole point. But something that I've been thinking about with Matrix on the mind, and you know, I'm a couple weeks late to this bit of discourse. This was a thing back in, I think, October or whatever, with the Facebook metaverse shit. I'm not calling Facebook the company Meta, by the way. At least not right now. They're still Facebook. And then they have now the Google Teams has their own metaverse thing, which, from what I can tell, is basically just like a VR game where you can go to work and talk to people, where you can be on your phone, essentially. Like, that's all they showed in those press spots where they were like, you know, this is gonna revolutionize communication forever, and it's literally like, yeah, you put on like Google glasses basically, and you know, you can it'll look like you're on TikTok or at a board meeting in space, and instead of your boss, it's Rick from Rick and Morty, you know. And I just think it just sucks, you know, because like if we're gonna go into a Matrix style tech dystopia, I want it to be cool. You know, the Matrix would actually be pretty awesome. Here's this fucking loser, got stuck on nothing. You know, it's like the plug me back in meme, you know? It's like it's not a bad deal. It's like that one dude. I can't remember any of the fucking supporting characters' names in these Matrix movies for some reason. But the man who's a rat and who, you know, wants to not remember anything and basically reverse having taken the red pill and ends up getting fucked. You know, I think I think the viewer kind of identifies and understands where he's coming from, where it's like, you know what, I would kind of rather just live in ignorance and enjoy my life thinking it was something, rather than knowing what it is and having to deal with all this bullshit all the time, where I have to hang out with fucking computer nerds, and I have to, you know, become a Buddhist so that I can do kung fu against like programs, like and maybe get chopped up by big robots. Like, that doesn't sound like that sounds like pain in the ass. That doesn't sound like fun at all. I don't blame that guy. But, you know, obviously we would all like to be Neo, the guy who sees everything and makes the shit happen, but whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I like that, you know, supposedly the future of whatever is just like, you know, oh, you can be at work all the time. You can be at work and you can, you know, you can change your skin. That would be kind of funny if everyone had like VR glasses or whatever, and you could buy skins but for your actual body, so that you could, like, you know, you'd be walking around with your Google glasses on and some guy would be, you know, fucking, I don't know, what's a hilarious pop culture guy? I don't know, a minion, you know, a guy could be a minion. And you could be like, oh my god, there's a minion walking around, but it's a dude. You know? That's really the best that we can hope for at this point, I guess. Those kinds of little entertaining moments. If nothing else, I just want streaming services that work and you can watch everything. I've said this many times before. And I am aping this. I'm paraphrasing a tweet right now, but it's something that I have thought myself many times for years, which is that there should be, if two companies are going to own all media and everything's going to be on streaming now, then just make it everything. Don't bullshit. Don't do this thing where you take some off and put them back on sometimes, or where you own something but you don't put it up because you're like, oh, well, 1 billion people won't watch it, so it's not worth it. Just, there should be one streaming service that has all the movies, called Movies, and you pay like $100 a month, and you can just watch every movie. Fucking golden.
I'm tired of this ship being cold.
It's the smell. If there is such a thing. Sewers.
I've eaten the same goddamn goop every day.
Then we have a deal. I must get out of here. I must get free.
Cypher! Come on!
Are you sure you want to hear this?
You're gonna kill him. Kill Morpheus.
He tricked us. If you would have told us the truth, we would have told you to shove that red pill right up your ass.
In the one hand, you'll have Morpheus's life.
You're going to tell me, or you're going to die.
And in the other hand, you'll have your own.
Stop.
One of you is going to die. Which one will be up to you.
Guns. Lots of guns.
No one has ever done anything like this.
That's why it's going to work.
Alright, so here we have a little bit of an awesome bit. This part is, I mean, it's fun. It's good fun just flipping around doing the guns. I mean, recreating the scene from the movie is neat. But it's really in the next segment where we're going to be on the rooftop doing the iconic rooftop bullet time scene. And then a little helicopter action that I think is pretty fun. So, I'm looking forward to that. This is kind of the prelude to the awesomeness of that part. But I really enjoy this section of the game. That part that we did in the first 15 minutes of this, you know, I was just kind of warming you up, just getting the kinks out, you know. But this is just good old fun. Just you know, gives you a lot of enemies. You can kill them in whatever ways you please. There's a whole set piece to destroy, and yeah, and you have a partner with you, so it's not complete slog. And they keep it mostly interesting, at the very least visually, with these in-betweens and cutscenes and shit.
Is that it?
And there's also just something about the Matrix aesthetic that's just so effortlessly cool, and like this shit is neat. Yeah, this it's just a fun, you know, energetic, you know, part of the game. I think these parts of the game are where the game is at its best, where you know, you are given a kind of not unlimited, but a very open arsenal of choices and weapons and things, and you know, a space that you can use and enemies, and you can just go to town and have fun. I also was thinking while watching those scenes from the movie just now, I was talking with JT recently about how a lot of movies don't have nowadays, and just the way they're shot, and I do think to some degree it is inherent to digital photography. I also like just shooting that guy through the air. It's fucking funny. They don't have the same kind of like texture that a lot of older movies did. Like, I feel like with film, I'm not one to say that film is necessarily better than digital, but I do think that, like, in a lot of cases you could like end up with a better looking shot on film not really knowing much about how to compose or light a shot than you can get a really good looking shot with digital and being similarly inexperienced. And obviously, like, the look of movies and like the house style of a lot of Hollywood and specifically streaming stuff now is multifaceted. It's not just, you know, the film versus digital. It's not, because obviously this is not the case of all digital films, and obviously not all filmed films on film look amazing or whatever. But I mean, I don't know, just like the baseline level of quality of image, I think might be a little bit higher with film, because, I mean, like, me and JT earlier this year for a video, we watched the Eddie Murphy movie Norbit from 2007, and that was shot on film. And that's like a dumb, very sexist comedy movie that, you know, is like widely regarded as being really, really bad and whatnot. And it is, you know, pretty bad. But that movie looks really nice. You know, it's not, there's no like stunning images, not any like amazingly impressive composition, but like it's pretty like bright. You can see everything. I mean, a lot of movies now, even like big budget movies, have like, they just are very like dark and murky. And again, you don't get much texture. Everyone on screen looks like a porcelain doll, and everything is in... I just don't think everything needs to be in Ultra HD digital. I don't think every story and every, movie necessarily looks good or is suited to that aesthetic, and I wish that there was more room for directors to play with things. And again, that doesn't mean that digital is bad. There are lots of filmmakers that use digital to interesting ends, like Ang Lee and the Wachowskis, who, I mean, The Matrix looks great and is shot on film, as are 2 and 3, but Resurrections looks really nice as well and is shot on digital, and I think, based on the hints they've given in the promotional material about what kind of directions the story is going in that movie, I think that the digital cinematography will suit it well. Anyway, something I'll probably talk more about when I have JT on this LP, but something I wanted to mention. Anyway, next time, the cool stuff that I mentioned earlier. See you then.